Welcome. A month ago now I did my stan list, and at the end I mentioned that I was planning on doing a hate list in a separate video. Guess what I forgot about until this week? If you guessed that video you'd be correct. Well, we're here now I guess. I have preferences, some may even call them opinions, you know, that thing that everyone individually has that you don't have to agree with. This video's preferences are specifically on groups I personally refuse to stan. To be 100% clear, the title and thumbnail are mostly clickbait. I don't actually hate any of these groups, and for the most part I'm okay with them. I just either unstand for specific reasons or have decided I just won't. Remember that you are the one watching this video, and you're getting what you chose to click on, so don't come crying to me when I don't like your faves. With that out of the way, have fun. I hope you like the new voice, and if you enjoy this I'd appreciate a like or comment or something, helps with the algorithm and all that. I can already feel the stays in my comments claiming I'm saying this because I'm a moa like they do to everyone else. Before you start typing, it's not because I'm a TXT stan, never was, never will be. Stop using that excuse as to why some people don't like Stray Kids. I was never insanely deep into them. I watched some content here or there, but it wasn't a mass amount or a group I'd consider one of my ults. I did however listen to a pretty big amount of No Easy and Ordinary all the way to the end of my time with them. So, why did I unstan? Their music became absolute garbage. I'm sorry, but I think 5 Star was their peak time and also their last good album. I genuinely don't know what happened, but they just started releasing everything they could throw at the wall after that. I mean seriously, what are the lyrics of their newer releases? They sound so stupid. Which really is unfortunate because I still want to like them. I keep listening to their new albums, but it's always so horrendous sounding and it hurts my ears so badly. Another reason is that I had to remove myself from the presence of their fans on social media. They were just so agitating every time with non-stop reused jokes and really disgusting hate on TXT and in hyping constantly, so I also lost my Stray Kids updates, which just pushed me further away. It kinda makes me sad when I hear them honestly. Oh, what could have been.
He's doing me regardless, and I don't care what you say about it. And it don't matter if you like it or not. I'm having all this fun, so
I like quite a bit of aespa's music. I will always listen to someone if they make good music despite my other gripes with them, I promise you that. The reason I'll never let myself stan them is because they constantly disappoint me in every other aspect. Their current tour just proved it again. They look bored performing, it's like they'd rather be anywhere else but on that stage. They have practically no presence and they're regularly uncoordinated and or out of sync, not to mention the fact that they're never live despite being good vocalists and their music mainly focusing on that. Their fans pay hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars just to see them live, and they're always met by a lackluster, lazy aespa in return. I'm sorry, but that is unacceptable, and I'd never want to stan a group that seemingly doesn't even care enough about their fans to give them a good performance for 2 hours. Performing and singing live is difficult, I get it, but this group is almost 5 years old and they should be looking like it, especially when compared to other groups their age. They've improved a lot since debut, I admit, but they're by no means amazing yet. I do apologize for my opinions video. I'm sorry, I won't say they're overrated anymore, I swear. However, I do still stand by the fact that I will never stan them. Again, I just never really got the hype. The problem isn't the title tracks. I have listened to every single release and most of the time I like those, but it's the B-sides. On multiple occasions I have chosen to listen to their entire discography and every time I do I'm disappointed. Their B-sides are painfully boring and nothing ever grabs my attention. Their performances are also lackluster. I never thought that their stage presence or choreography was particularly impressive or super interesting. Unlike aespa, I will give them their flowers for singing live and sounding good, of course, that's always a plus. Their music used to be on repeat. I mean, the Get Up album was all I wanted to listen to for weeks. They always had a perfect concept, digestible music, and overall they were decently talented, all things that worked to gain my favor at the time. When nwjns' plans were exposed, I initially still supported the members. I had thought they'd been brainwashed by her and that they were just doing what they were told just because that's what they had. I was having arguments with bunnies on all my social medias in a desperate attempt to protect Illit and Los Seraphim because bunnies would non-stop blame those two when they literally did nothing. At some point along the way I gave up on supporting the newjeans members, because I stopped gaslighting myself and saw them for what they truly are. I'm sorry, but they honestly feel like entitled, demanding, narcissistic jerks who do not care for anyone else that they hurt through this whole process when they're the ones who caused it. And then they'll go to court meetings and giggle and laugh like they're 8th graders gossiping at school. It's like some sort of joke to them and they don't seem to take it seriously at all, and then they make fun of the Adore CEO when she dares show slight emotion, but nonetheless will cry at the stands and expect everyone to just give them what they want. I don't think they're good people. I don't think nwjns a good person, and I think we should stop acting like the newjeans members are naive kids in all of this. They've had meetings with attorneys, they know their plan and they know exactly what they're doing, they're not stupid. Months after I met BTS I began to go deeper into K-pop, and obviously Blackpink is usually the next one you learn about going from there. I loved them for quite a while, I listened and watched them religiously, like I binged Blackpink House and a lot of their other variety content. But due to lack of better wording they got weirdly really lazy, they started to look really out of sync and like they didn't want to be together or on stage at all, and that really took me out of the fun of standing them. And after a whole year they never had a comeback while I was in the fandom, and, man, it gets stagnant and boring as a spoiled K-pop fan that's used to 1 to 3 albums a year and maybe some singles from the rest of the industry. I just got way too distracted by everyone else and Blackpink faded into the background. There just wasn't a reason to continue standing them, all my excitement around them was gone. After that I went through a year of hating them unfortunately, but I've come back around and will listen to their music if it's good, and I won't lie about disliking or liking their music. I still look back on my time as a Blink with fondness. It was a really fun time of my life and I'm glad I went through it, and yes, I still listen to the album from time to time just for nostalgia. I basically just outgrew them, no hard feelings though.
When I touch ya, kiss ya, you're gone, realize maybe there's been too much, but if
I'm sick of being in hiding. I don't like the sexy concept, and I won't support a group that uses it no matter how good their music is. This goes for all of them with this concept. I get wanting to see grown adults act like, well, grown adults, but there's a difference between mature and sexy, and the latter always feels incredibly gross. Everyone says it's fine for idols or people in general to act this way if they're comfortable with it, and I feel like I'm obligated to agree with them, but I don't. It's not morally wrong, but I think it reflects poorly on the people doing this. It means they're okay with others perceiving them as something to thirst over and being seen only in a sexual light and nothing else. The unfortunate reality of this is that, chances are, anyone who wants that for themselves doesn't respect themselves, and I'm sorry but that's hard for me personally to get behind and blindly support. These idols are always treated as objects by fans, and it's sad to watch that happen to them. I see it in the Kiss of Life fandom and it's scary and gross. Again, there's nothing morally wrong with supporting these groups, and I don't have anything against you if you do, it's just not for me. Well, there's the damn video. Overall everything worked out, but you should have seen the way I was stressing over this text-to-speech. I was acting like my channel was being taken away. We got it though, RIP old style advertising mail, you served me well for almost a year. I'd appreciate your support for my horrendous time this week, as I am a beggar forever and always. I'm Eugen Lover #1, and I'll see you next week hopefully. Please don't dox me, and goodbye.